How big a problem is this? Quantify it for us, if you would.
So during the height of the HIV/AIDS epidemic, we were losing 53,000 Americans. I think all of us in my lifetime remember that moment. We made this decision to do something about HIV/AIDS. We quadrupled funding. We were at $24 billion a year annually in spending to address the AIDS epidemic. Instead, today, with relation to the opioid epidemic, we're spending $500 million versus $24 billion. And yet, with the opioid epidemic, we're losing 64,000 people a year. Now, both tragedies are equally tragic. It's just worth putting in perspective. When we had the natural disasters of Hurricane Irma, Harvey, and Maria, we appropriated immediately $50 billion, and that's just the beginning. We'll probably end up spending roughly $250 billion over the next 4 years, making good on our promise to those natural disasters. Since Harvey hit landfall, we've lost 35,000 Americans, and yet we've appropriated nothing but $57,000. So there is an enormous denial in this country right now as to the way we treat these illnesses, and we don't treat them the same as we do other illnesses.
But Congressman, President Trump has declared the opioid epidemic a public health crisis just in October. Hasn't this given rise to some awareness of the problem?
Yeah, but, you know, I'm in recovery from addiction myself, and we have a saying, you got to talk the talk, but more importantly, you have to walk the walk. And President Trump was very good on talking the talk, but he's done nothing to walk the walk. And frankly, he needs to declare a Stafford Act emergency. The reason he needs to do that is that it would allow us to get emergency supplemental funding in a way that we cannot get through the normal course of the appropriations process. This is such a big crisis, we're going to need a huge down payment in order to address it, from prevention, as you said, to treatment, to recovery. All of the ancillary costs that come in with this crisis need to get the funding necessary to address it.